You know, some might say we all need a knight in shining armour, don't we? You know, somebody to come to the rescue when things go terribly wrong. And things do go terribly wrong, seemingly on a frequent basis, for the former royal known as Meghan Markle, the cable TV actress married into the royal family, of course. And when you think about it, as I said to you earlier, there's Meghan, you know, in the midst of basking in the glory of that free fake holiday, coming back and thinking, of course, the popularity soaring. And then she woke up to headlines like this: delinquent, not allowed to trade, can't raise money. This is all, of course, regarding the Archibald Foundation, named after Harry's firstborn. And interesting, you know, to think that this is the situation they're in. This, of course, with all of those people behind them who are allegedly there to support them. And I have to say, in their defence, at great expense, these people are on mega salaries, but seemingly can't stem the flow of negative PR. Now, some might say, you're doing the same thing, Neil. You're reporting on it. We're reporting what we find. And the stories, as I told you before, emerge from people who have either worked, continue to work, or are disgruntled ex-employees. It's always interesting. But this one, her latest knight in shining armour, perhaps has something else to hide. As ever, let me explain. Nice to see you today. Thank you so much, as ever, for taking the time out to join me. It's a bit windy, you can tell, can't you? Yes, I know. Oh, I know. Look at, yes, just blows everywhere, doesn't it? You can't do anything. Now we got going, didn't we, on that new portrait of His Majesty the King. Do we like it? You know, it's growing on me. And what I thought was interesting, as somebody said, when you walk into a room, you're going to be drawn to it. So maybe he did a good thing, you know, maybe it's not the traditional thing that we all should go for. I don't know. What I loved when we were in Buckingham Palace was the fact that His Majesty the King sort of just stood silently, you know, yes, you know, Camilla, you can read Camilla, you know, she's so fun. I've got to be honest with you. Doesn't say anything, but you know, silence is golden, as they often say, isn't it? Fascinating stuff. Do keep the comments coming. If you haven't seen it, go and check out the video. This man decided to stand up and defend Harry and Meghan, or should I say Meghan Markle. Yes, now this story is intricate in itself, because a few years back, apparently, he was blocking her calls. This is Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Very politically ambitious man himself, loves getting in front of the camera, thinks he's very debonair, let me tell you. What's interesting here, though, is that, of course, he decided to basically defend them, saying, no, it's rubbish, you know, it's a minor thing, all that sort of stuff. Why would the governor of California want to defend somebody like that? You know, could any citizen now expect him to bat out for them? I'm not so sure, but then you dig a little bit deeper, and this is what we like to share, of course, with our friendship and community group here. Yeah, we'll have a wave. Are you all right? Sorry for forgetting my manners there. Now, what's interesting here, as you can see, is, as you know, Meghan is nothing but a charmer, you know, and doesn't give in easily, and persists and persists, and apparently she's won Gavin over with her intelligence, intellect, and of course the fact that she's a fearless woman. His words, apparently, as ever, we have to say, allegedly. And what's also interesting is they have a bit of a connection. This is because, as we now know, Meghan's launching her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, or whatever it's called, and Gavin has a wine range. Now, what would you think that has to do with each other? Well, apparently, according to a very well-placed source, either Gavin could be selling that wine via her, you know, platform and that sort of stuff, or he's hoping to land a slot talking about after-dinner wines, favourite wines with meals, stuff like that. You see how this gets intricate in the world. Not only that, I can tell you, Gavin is also advising Meghan about maybe launching her own wine range. This is something that's been incredibly successful for the Australian and much loved pop icon Kylie Minogue. In fact, I think she makes as much money now from her wine range as she does from her singing career. Morning, Kylie, know you well. Now, what's interesting here is, of course, if Meghan decides to team up with or create her own wine, none better, is it, than the governor of California, ready to assist, plug, and hopefully develop. And that could be, as ever, we have to say, allegedly, the reason why he's such a knight in shining armour defending the former royal known as Meghan Markle. Always happy to share. Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.